Today I wanted to go through the 30-yard wedge shot with a small draw. So I'm back at the short game area here at Orange County National. Great spot to be able to work on this 30-yarder. So I got about a 30-yarder right here. I've seen a lot of players recently that tend to think that they need to hit down on it a lot to get good contact for this shot, sometimes leading to too much of a cut path and then the club's traveling too much in a V motion, okay? So we want to start to level this arc out a little bit. I'm just going to highlight, so I'm just going to hit my sort of standard little draw here. So I'm going to open up my stance a little, chest is a little bit open, trying to feel like the club sort of travels with my body a little bit, sort of like my right, for me, trail wrist, trail elbow, trail shoulder are sort of moving together through the shot to sync it up. Looking to hit sort of like a little flat draw, just my standard-ish shot from here. So that was a nice flat one. It should have some spin, just went a touch long, but pretty good. That one's 4 from the inside, 4.6 from the inside, 3 down, 2.6 down attack with the face 1 degree shut. So it's sort of a nice draw DNA that launched right around 30. So sometimes with players with this shot, what happens is when they're traveling down so much, it's hard to get the right amount of smash, so the ball slides across the face, so that leads them to having a really long swing for this. You know, we're trying to make this shot as basic as possible. If you had a bunker or water in front, then we'd have to do something different. But for this one, that little draw motion, I can feel like I'm just picking it off the turf, trying to, especially if I'm in the fairway. Out of the rough, it's a little trickier. We're not going to have quite this technique. It's going to be a little bit different. This is the fairway lie, tight lie, trying to just make sure my low point is traveling close to the ground for a while, but that will still lead to enough attack angle. So another flat one here. So that's me traveling. Nice hop. That was me traveling, feeling like I'm traveling relatively level, still had 5 down attack with a 5 into out path. Okay, so don't be afraid to experiment, because sometimes especially if you're a player that gets too far across, you know, feeling like the club is tracking a little more from the end. From a face standpoint, I'm having the face, say, around here to here. I'm not going to have it wide open for this type of flat one. And then I'm just trying to sync up my body motion with that, using my pivot to hit it. Pressure's on my lead side. I'll put one up from the front. Front, so you can sort of see my setup position from the front in that motion. One more here, nice little flat one. Take that one all day. You can see a very efficient motion, 7 from the inside with a little bit of a shut face. That one, I got a little bit more into the turf than I'd like, but still turned out to be a great shot. Launched at 29, nice flat one. Spin on that one, just out of interest, around 4,000, which is fine for this short of a distance. So making this shot easier and making your life easier instead of having to, you know, react to the ground and then adjust. We're trying to sync everything up so you don't have to work too hard on this shot, letting the club work around your body for fun. I'm just going to see if I can get it into double digits path and show you that we can still hit a pretty good one. So I'm going to shut off the stance, sort of work my club around my body here. Didn't get it quite released enough, but it had a little bit of hook spin to it. 12 from the inside, 4 down. So knowing that there's a little bit of room to play around with there, I think is important. As long as the club is not working too down, it's working around your body here. It's a lot easier to play with, and you can exaggerate and get the club coming quite a bit from the inside and still be okay. So I think it's important to understand that and know that you can experiment with that idea that the club doesn't have to be traveling up and down on these tight lies. We can still work around our bodies, even quite a bit from the inside, and still be okay as long as we get that right combo of attack angle in there. So hope that helps. If you need any more help for your game, check out TomRayGolf.com.